Okay, this is a code enforcement hearing for the City of North Miami. Today is July 6, 2016. I am Beatrice Kezel, Special Magistrate for the City of North Miami. The purpose of this hearing is to determine if a code violation exists at your property, as observed and cited by a code enforcement officer of the city. If the city is not able to prove its case, then I will dismiss the case and you may leave. These proceedings are being recorded. Therefore, all persons who are speaking should do so one at a time to ensure that all testimony is clearly audible on the recording device. If English is not your primary language, then please inform me when I call your case. We have a translator who will assist you during the proceedings. When your case is called, the property owner, agent for the property owner, and any witness that you may have should come forward to the podium on the left side of the room. When asked, please speak directly into the microphone and say aloud your name, your business or mailing address, and your relationship to the property. If you are not the property owner or an attorney representing the property owner, then you must present a notarized power of attorney affidavit in order for your testimony to be taken on behalf of the property owner. For new cases, you will be asked for the record if you are aware of and understand the violation that is being heard today. And do you understand what is required to resolve the violation? Please answer accordingly. The city will present its case first, and then the property owner and or violator will be given an opportunity to testify on their own behalf, to bring forward witnesses to testify, to present evidence and photographs, and to cross-examine the city's witnesses. Following the case presentation, I will issue a finding of fact on the case. If I find that a violation of city codes exists or existed at your property, then depending on the case type, I will set an abatement date for the violation to be resolved. Or, for repeat violations, I will impose a daily fine amount. For new, non-repeat cases, my order will include an abatement date by which you must resolve the violation, and a daily fine amount that I may impose at a future hearing date should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date. If I find sufficient cause to postpone enforcement action at this time, I will table this case proceeding to another hearing date in the future. If you do not agree with my finding or fact and or ruling, then the property owner may appeal the administrative order on the case to the circuit court. An appeal must be filed within 30 days of the date of the execution of the administrative order to be appealed. In accordance with Florida statutes, if a person decides to appeal any decision made by the special magistrate with respect to any matter considered at these proceedings, then the person will need a verbatim record of the proceeding. This record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The cost of obtaining the verbatim record shall be the sole responsibility of the appellant. And it is recommended that persons who are speaking should do so, who plan to appeal their case, should provide their own court reporter at this proceedings. Pursuant to city codes, if the City of North Miami prevails in prosecuting a case before the special magistrate, the city shall be entitled to recover all costs incurred in prosecuting the case. The current cost assessment amount is $100 per case. Once the city records an order that imposes a fine and authorizes a lien against the property, then the city will charge additional administrative fees to record and release the lien. Now, if you are present and will be given testimony on a case, please rise and raise your right hand so the officer could administer the oath. Please rise and raise your right hand if you will be given testimony today.
If you are giving testimony today on a case, please rise and raise your right hand as I issue the oath. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say aloud, I do.
I do.
Thank you. Well, we're not going to be seated yet.
Whatever you want.
I'll actually swear in her.
Okay.
All right, our translator. Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you're about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please announce for the record if there are any additions, corrections, and/or deletions to the hearing agenda.
Item number 4, CEPFY 2016-00261 is complied. Item number 5, CEGMP 2016-00001 is complied. Item 7, CEXP 2016-00179 is postponed a month. Item 8, CEFLR 2016-00001 is postponed a month. Item 9, CEOSV 2016-00013 is postponed a month. Item 10, CEPFY 2016-00296 is complied. Item 14, CEBPR 2016-00012 is postponed a month. Item 15, CEFAW 2016-00017 is postponed a month. Item 16, CEJNK 2016-00011 is postponed a month. Item 18, CEXP 2016-00249 is complied. Item 20, CEXP 2016-00195 is complied. Item 21, CEJNK 2016-00116 is complied. Item 22, CEXP 2016-00295 is complied. Item 23, CEPOM 2016-00014 is complied. Item 26, CEFAW 2016-00045 is postponed for 4 months. Item 27, CEIBY 2016-00073 is complied. Item 30, CEXP 2016-00245 is off calendar. Item 31, CELSC 2016-00009 is complied. Item 32, CEODS 2016-00085 is complied. Item 35, CEXP 2016-00114 is complied. Item 36, CEMIS 2016-00012 is complied. Item 44, CEBAP 2015-00001 is postponed a month. Item 49, CEPKS 2016-00005 is complied. Item 50, CEZPU 2016-00009 is complied. Item 51, CEXP 2016-00023 is complied. Item 53, CEIBY 2016-00105 is complied. Item 54, CEODS 2016-00074 is complied. Item 57, CEXP 2016-00049 is complied. Item 58, CEPFY 2016-00263 is complied. Item 59, CEXC 2016-00005 is complied. Item 60, CEXP 2016-00196 is complied. Item 62, CEPKS 2016-00009 is complied. Item 63, CEIBY 2016-00102 is complied. Item 65, CENUS 2016-00021 is complied. Item 66, CEBPR 2016-00013 is postponed a month. Item 67, CEFAW 2016-00018 is postponed a month. Item 68, CEJNK 2016-00012 is postponed a month. Item 69, CENUS 2016-00015 is postponed a month. Item 71, CEXP 2016-00125 is complied. Item 72, CEBLR 2016-00024 is complied. Item 73, CEPFY 2016-00212 is complied. Item 75, CEXP 2016-00110 is complied. Item 76, CEIBY 2016-00103 is complied. Item 78, CEIBY 2016-00072 is complied. Item 79, CEIBY 2016-00058 is complied. Item 83, CEMHA 2016-00008 is complied. Item 84, CEBPR 2016-00039 is postponed for 2 months. Item 85, CEBDMP 2016-00001 is complied. Item 86, CEFAW 2016-00134 is complied. Item 89, CEPFY 2016-00199 is complied. Item 93, CETRE 2016-00001 is postponed for a month. Item 94, CENUS 2016-00038 is complied. Item 95, CEPFY 2016-00119 is complied. Item 96, CEODS 2016-00064 is complied. Item 100, CEJNK 2016-0007 is complied. Item 101, CEOSV 2016-00004 is complied. Item 102, CEFAW 2016-00100 is complied. Item 103, CEBPR 2016-00043 is postponed for a month. Item 105, CERCV 2016-0007 is complied. Item 107, CESUM 2016-00001 is off calendar. That completes all the deletions on the agenda.
If we're ready, please call the first case.
First case is item on 108, case number CEWWC 2015-00012, Wilner Joseph, Officer Ernst Baptiste. Item number 108.
Mr. Joseph? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
What is your name?
Walner Joseph.
Okay. Sir, do you understand English or do you need a translator? Which
No.
one is best for you?
No, I understand.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for a roof with a blue top. Property was posted on June 24th. The case was tabled by the magistrate for today, and I went by today, did my inspection, and took picture. The condition is still the same.
Can I see the photograph? I don't recall this case. Show it to Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Joseph,
Yes.
what's going on?
But I made a contract with the company,
Okay.
roofing company.
Okay.
But I have to sign the paper to my mortgage
Mm-hmm.
to help me. I got the contract with my hand because the John first, as I be there, you told me any progress I make, I have to show, come in the paper to show you everything. But I come with my paper, the contract, I sign to my mortgage, I wait for the answer to sign the money to help me to, maybe about 2 weeks. I don't know exactly.
When you said you signed are you saying you file a claim?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. My insurance signed the money.
Okay.
My mortgage keep the check. He
Right.
told me I have to sign the contract first to sign the money to me to help me, do my roof.
All right. You
I
want to
got my
show?
contract to show you everything.
Okay. Show it to the code enforcement officer. All right. And you already have a contractor, a general contractor,
Yeah, this is, excuse me, this is the copy.
a roofer, or the,
Yeah, I keep
Okay.
the copy. But I wait for my mortgage to sign the money to me.
okay.
The roof company sign all the paper.
I'll say. I
I
see
make
it.
copy, I keep the copy in my hand.
Okay. All right. So when is it supposed to start? When do they start working?
But I
On-
don't know exactly what days. I wait for my mortgage, but I don't know exactly what days. Any progress I make, I come back to show everything.
All right, so basically, just refresh my recollection, at the last hearing, you told him that he needed to contact his mortgage company and file an insurance claim? I don't remember, how did this come about? What happened to your roof?
In my home, you know, I make fire with the insurance. When you pay, it's very hard to give you the money to repair. I pay a lot of money for my house.
That's true. What happened to the roof?
But the roof got a
What's
big,
causing the leak?
but the leak go inside, my ceiling quick inside. You know, he told me, the insurance told me how to repair, but the roof, the company say can't repair because it's very bad. I have
They
to-
cannot repair the roof, it has to
I
be
have to put a
replaced?
New, yeah.
Got it,
Replace, exactly.
got it, okay. All right,
Yeah.
so,
You know, I remember the case was postponed by me first and then tabled by you because that's exactly what he says when he came here the last time. That the mortgage company was going to assign the money to him and he needed to get the contractor. So today is the same story. So,
well, not quite. I think the last time he was here, he had not filed a claim.
Exactly, because it's
And-
not easy to sign me the money. You have to make five to, you know, the John 1st, the last month I came here. You know, remember the company very, you know, very, very smart. Sometimes the first guy give me the contract, I go to find the address first. When I go, I see the house, you don't have the office. You know, I tell him, show me $2,500
Okay.
to replace my roof. I tell him, because he don't have the office. He told me too much money, Mr. Joseph, to pay the office, but I very scared them because
Okay,
sometimes
so
somebody
just
take
make
money.
sure you have a licensed contractor, that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
All right.
okay. Mhm.
So, he has his paperwork, he's working with the mortgage company so that he can start working on his roof. What is your suggestion?
Since it's already been tabled once, the city would like an adjudication this time around. Also, in looking at the agreement that was provided, it appears to be a contract between the property
Right.
owner and the selected contractor. It indicates that they don't start work until, I believe, 40% of the price has been paid. So I'll have to defer to the property owner as to whether any payments have been made to the contractor sufficient to pull permits, or how much time is necessary for abatement.
But I think he told me the first is 3 times to finish pay. I think 20% the first payment.
Right,
The
20% upon signing the contract, and then 40% to
Exactly.
start the work.
For the last I think 20 and
Did you pay the 20% when you
no,
signed it?
I don't pay. I don't give you.
I think what he's saying is waiting for the mortgage
waiting for the
company
money
to
from my
send the
mortgage.
money so
Okay.
that he can
You know.
make the first payment and whatever
Exactly.
the contract calls for. I can enter an adjudication and give him 60 days. So he
Okay.
can work
yeah, that's
everything
fine.
out with the,
Okay.
sir, do you understand what this means? I have entered an adjudication and I'm giving you 60 days.
Thank you so much.
Wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
I will also enter an abatement, a daily fine of $100, meaning that after 60 days, if I don't see progress, the next time we're here, what's 60 days? August 4th? I mean, October.
September.
September 6th. Okay. So when you come back here on September 7th, I want to hear that you have made progress, or I want to hear that the work is done, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay? If
Okay.
not, then I want to see great progress if I'm going to grant you an extension. Otherwise, you will start accumulating $100 per day for every day that this work is late. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right, sir. Thank you. You
You're
have
wel-
any questions?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.
The next case is item number 104, Tina Chung, Officer Edmund Fitzel, case number CEBPN P2014-00103, item 104.
Counselor, whenever you wish to have your case called out of turn, you have to come forward and let us know. All right. How are you?
Good afternoon, Lady Magistrate.
All right.
Edmund Fitzell, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Property was posted with notice to appear on June 23rd, mailed notice to appear on June 24th. As of today, they submitted their electrical to the building department, but as of today, the electrical and structural inspectors are on vacation, and I'm asking to give them at least another 30 or 60 days or 30 days.
All right. We haven't been seeing you around. You just keep sending her and putting her on the hot seat.
Yes.
Good to hear you guys are making progress.
Yeah.
So another 60 days.
Awesome.
We'll see you back
Everything's
here.
in, we're just waiting.
Okay, great.
Everything's in. We just
Everything's
everything. Mechanical, electrical, everything.
Okay, we've come a long way.
know.
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Thank you, Ed.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good
Have a
evening.
good evening. What's the next case? Huh? Crystal?
The next case is item number 81, Meritable Leonel, Officer of Eden Christie, case number CEFAW 2016-00022, item number 81.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. how you
Please
doing?
state your full name for the record. What is your
Yeah.
name?
Meritable Lionel.
All right.
Vita Lynn Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a case in regards to a fence at the property that has not been repaired. I have not met the, I'm sorry. Ready? Okay. I have not met the property owner before, but I have left several notices, and green card was not returned, but I do have pictures for the record.
What do we miss change? This part or all of them?
Just the damaged portion.
They don't might belong to the weekend. They don't might belong to the weekend. I want to know if you need this part.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Allow the city to present her case first, and then I will give you an opportunity to respond.
Okay.
Okay. We're asking her to repair, not replace, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am,
That's,
anything you wanted to add?
yeah, that's why I tell her what she want me to do. If to replace them, to replace they cost money. For now, I can't replace them. I want to do. If she want me to repair, I'm trying to find somebody to repair them. To replace, I was called the company. They charged me to change, to replace them, to make everything.
Based on the photograph that I'm looking at, I don't know.
$17.
Huh?
$17,000. They told me to charge me to replace. them.
$17,000 to
Yes,
replace
to
a chain fence
To-
link?
Yeah, they changed the fence to make it, they do not the same. To make
Oh,
it.
she wants to
Okay,
get
if
a
you
new
want something
fence.
fancy, then that's
Yes.
something else.
Yeah.
What she's telling you, there's really nothing wrong with it that you would need to replace it. She's asking
That's
that
why I
you
see
repair
that
it.
They repair the
Right?
way they,
And that's the information that was given to her back in February.
Oh,
To repair the portions of the fence that's damaged.
Right.
However, since February, there's additional portions that's now, if you look closer to the mailbox, which is in the other picture, because people keep coming and they're leaning, and I'm not sure if she,
what other picture? You
the
gave me
one
the-
that's, you see the mailbox? You'll see the
To
damaged
the
portion by the mailbox
again?
because it's now pulling. No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
They're the same picture of the same area that I'm looking at. Do you have a second photograph to show her what she needs to fix?
That's why I asked her.
That by itself is good enough. That's the main portion.
Ma'am,
Because the other portion is
Yeah.
right there.
you've known since February what the violation was?
When she go to my room, I'm not here. I was working. My daughter told me, she said to replace the fence. They don't tell me to repair it.
Okay. So how long do you need to repair?
I
Your
called
fence.
somebody for this month to try to repair them for me.
Okay. All right, if I do an adjudication, I can give her 60 days.
Okay.
Yes.
Adjudication, 60 days. Ma'am, you have 60 days to repair it, get to it. Otherwise, if by September 6th, it's not repaired, the next time you're here, which will be in September
I'll
7th,
repair them.
you will start accumulating a daily fine amount of $100. So it's in your best interest to get it done.
Yeah, but the FNO, they already repair them because they said to replace. I'm trying to find somebody to replace the cost of the money.
Right,
To repair,
that's
not my
doable,
fault.
right?
yeah.
Okay, so get it done. Have a good evening, ma'am.
Thank you, same to you.
The next case is item number 11, Antoine Leodore. Officer Ernst Baptiste, case number CELDR 2015-00015, item number 11.
Good evening.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Please state your full name for the record.
My name is Daphne Gonzalez, attorney for Antoine Ridor.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Okay,
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for an LDR. This is the building of a parking lot at a church at 301 Northeast 125th. I posted the property on 6/24/16 and I didn't see any parking being constructed.
all right. Let's allow the counsel for Mr. Louis Dorr to give us an update. What's going on?
Yes, the city wanted an updated DERM report, which was done and submitted to the city. The FDOT report, an updated FDOT report was also submitted to the city. A final plan version was submitted. However, there are some things that are missing, and from the list that the city gave us, which consists of 5 things, but it's really number 4, which is the plumbing qualifier that we were missing. Today it was submitted, and it should be back to us in about a week, and everything else was done. So we would like to ask for an extension of 120 days, if that's possible, if at all possible.
All right. All right,
But
from what I'm,
let-
go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say make it, let it be, that's the last one. That's the last extension. That if we were to extend it, because this case has been going for a while now, since September of last year.
Actually, basically, if there progress, what I want to see is progress. If progress is being made, if they're following the directions and they're submitting the right paperwork, the whole idea is to give the residents an opportunity to resolve the violation. So you're aware that they have submitted the paperwork and they were just waiting on, what was the final document?
It's the plumbing qualifier.
What you said you submitted today?
I submitted today to the plumber, and we should have an answer from them. We're expecting an answer from them by next week, but I cannot guarantee that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do 120 days. That seems long because we need to see what progress is being made. But 60, 90, how long do you need to,
We'll take 90 days, Your Honor.
Can I speak on behalf of this? I'm the neighbor right behind, and this has not just been going on since a year. It's been going on since 2005, which I have forwarded documents to the city attorney's office.
Okay, sir, you're not on the mic. What is it that you need to add to this conversation? And how does this affect you?
This affects me because I am the property owner right behind the church, but you stated that it was a residence. So that's the one issue. But I have forwarded today to the city attorney's office documents stating that this issue has been going since 2005. This current, what you're hearing today, is the most recent fine from Mr. Baptiste. However, the issue at hand is that none of these plans should have been considered because of the prior rulings from the prior city council, from the prior zoning that was denied for a variance for a parking lot.
Okay, let's stop right there because you have been before me before and you have stated this point before, and I have tabled this proceeding so that you can go and speak to the proper authorities about this matter. Bringing this to me, knowing that I have zero authority to say to the city that you need to go back and violate this church for stuff that happened in 2005, it's not within my purview or my authority to do so.
Yes, ma'am.
And so when we said this case have been ongoing for a while, I know for a fact that I tabled this matter once because you came forward and you brought some information to us. Then I said, okay, stop right there. I'm going to reset this matter. You go and proceed however you wish to, and then we will reconvene. And by which point, I think we did
Again.
in March,
Yes, ma'am.
or was it April? Whenever
months
that
ago.
was. So I can only rule on what's before me. And what is before me today has to do with the driveways and the parking lot, correct? The parking areas. And so that's what I'm ruling. I'm making my ruling based on the evidence that has been provided by the code enforcement officer and the evidence that has been provided by the counsel for Mr. Louis Dorr, that they have submitted the proper paperwork. They were waiting on one final, I still don't remember, one final.
It was for the plumbing qualifier.
Okay, which has been submitted, so I am granting them additional time to get everything in order, and I'm bringing this back so that we can see where we are. We want to see this thing resolved. We want to see this going forward, but whatever it is that you need to add, I've heard it, and I have told you that I have absolutely no authority to force the city to violate these people over stuff that happened in 2005. It's not even before me.
Correct, but the abatement that you're giving them, you're not applying the fine, which you actually did rule on. And
Sure, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. And what I'm doing, which is what I have done since I've been here as a special magistrate, and I have given residents the courtesy, once I can see that they are making progress, I have allowed them additional time to get this violation resolved.
Yes, ma'am.
You are granted 90 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Come back in, where does that lead us? October 5th, so that we can see where we are with this process. Any
Thank
other
you.
questions?
No.
The next case is item number 25, Ciro Limachi, Officer Shanna Sanders, case number CEPFY 2016-00299, item number 25.
Good evening, ma'am. What is your full name for the record? Pull this forward. Okay, what is your name?
Maximiliana Muñiz.
All right. What is your relationship to this property?
Ciro Abel is my son.
Okay, do you want a translator? We have a
Ye-
Spanish translator who can assist
Yes,
you.
please.
All right.
Sí.
You said, who's your son? What's your son's name?
¿Cómo se llama su hijo?
Ciro Abel Limachi.
Hiro Abel Imachi.
Got it, okay.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case for a vehicle that's being parked on the front lawn. It was originally cited in April. I have not had any contact with the property owners or agents with the property. I've re-inspected a couple of times. I went back in May, I went back in June. As of today, the vehicle is still parked on the front lawn. I'll let the property owner's mother explain, I guess, if she knows why the vehicle is still parked there or anything about the case.
Do you have any photographs? you
Yes,
can
I
show
do.
her, please?
Sí.
Yo tengo aquí la fotografía.
Espera un momentito en cuanto le pregunto.
Okay. Ma'am, do you understand the violation?
Señor, ¿usted entiende la violación?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. Have you showed her where else in the area that they can park the vehicle?
I did speak to the tenant, both tenants, because it's a duplex, and explain to them where to park, yes.
Okay, so this property is rented?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I have not had any contact with the property owner
Yo no he tenido ningún
until today.
contacto con la dueña de la propiedad.
All right. So the tenants are not here, only the mother. How do you wish to proceed?
We could go ahead and give an adjudication. I have spoke with this property owner in the past when I first became the officer of that area. We switched zones about a year ago, and I did speak with him about parking the vehicles on the front lawn when he had another tenant. So the property owner is aware of where they can park.
All right. Based on the evidence presented, I do find that the violation does exist. I'll enter an adjudication
Entonces estoy adjudicando el caso.
and giving the property owner 30 days
Darle a la dueña 30 días
by which to resolve the
para
violation.
resolver la violación.
Thereafter, there will be a
Después de eso,
$100
habrá una
daily
multa
fine
de $100
if the violation is not resolved by August 2nd, 2016.
no es resuelta para agosto 10 del 2016.
Yo tengo aquí una foto que he sacado ahora, que está el carro parqueado. Ahí tiene que ser o no. ¿Me podría verlo aquí?
I have a picture in my phone about the car and where the car is parked. Can I show it to you?
Sure.
Seguro.
What she's showing me is the tenant to the south of the property where they're parked. They're actually parked in the driveway, but it's the tenant that's on the north side of the property, as depicted in the picture, that's not bringing the house into compliance. But this vehicle is parked properly, but the other side doesn't have a driveway.
Go back so he can explain everything to you.
Simplemente dice que este vehículo está parqueado apropiadamente, pero el otro no está parqueado en un lugar apropiado.
Pero otro, ¿cuál otro? Si no tengo otro, esto es lo que saca ahora.
Which other? I don't have any other. This is the picture I
Yeah,
took
I have
today.
Yeah, and that's what she's saying. That's the picture that she took today. You know, I don't know, that could have been before and or after I was there. But there's another vehicle. I think it's a Trailblazer, a dark green Trailblazer that's usually parked on the north side of the property. Not this white truck. It's a dark green Trailblazer or maybe Explorer. I really don't know, but it's a dark green truck that's on the other side of the duplex.
We have better photographs if she wants to see.
Yes.
Show her.
Tenemos una
These
foto
are, seems
reciente,
better.
dice,
It's a little
y
dark,
quiere
but
mostrarla.
freezing.
It looked like maybe it's a Jeep or something, this vehicle.
Ese vehículo parece un Jeep, algo así.
Pero este vehículo de la 163, porque tengo dos tenantes. Entonces
Well-
cada uno tiene un carro.
Well, I have two tenants, and each of the tenants have one car.
De one cada uno.
Exactly.
Correct.
Hmm.
What she is saying is, one of the tenants is in compliance.
Lo que está
The other
diciendo es-
one is not.
Lo que está diciendo es que uno de los inquilinos
The-
está cumpliendo con lo que tiene que cumplir, pero el otro no.
¿Cuál
Yeah.
de ellos no está cumpliendo?
Which one is it? The one that is not complying?
The one that's in the picture here. 'Cause
The
there's-
one who owns this truck,
El que,
this
está en esta,
SUV.
el que está en esta foto, ese es el que no está cumpliendo.
There's only one driveway at the property that's in front of, and I think it's either 1561-63. 1561 has a driveway in front of it. That's where the white vehicle, the white truck that she's showing me. 1563 does not, and they're parking on the front lawn.
Pero de 1563 está parqueado en la dirección de la puerta, en la dirección donde ellos entran.
1563, it is parked facing the door where we enter.
Exactly. That's where the
Understood.
violation is.
I think she doesn't understand the violation. Can you please explain it to her what the violation
Señora,
is?
un momentito. Parece que no entiende la violación, le está diciendo la juez.
Pero ¿dónde es que tiene que parquear entonces de 1563?
So, 1563, where the person needs to park? Where can the person park?
They need to park along the front swale area.
Tiene que parquear en el frente, en el área del frente de pasto.
De frente
Park.
al pasto. O sea que no puede parquear al lado de la puerta.
In other words, he cannot park next to the door.
No.
Close to
No.
doors. Oh, okay.
She needs to park close to the street, parked parallel to
Cercano a la
parallel
calle.
to the house,
En la
facing the
calle
right
hay
direction
hay
of
un área de
traffic.
pasto, cercano a la calle, ahí puede parquear.
Ya entiendo que no cerca de la puerta, sino allá al lado de la acera.
I understand. So it's not going to be next to the door, but it's going to be on the swale area next to the sidewalk, right?
Next to the street, yes.
Sí, junto a la calle misma.
Ya, ya, yo lo voy a decir eso.
I will tell him that.
Ya. Pero el otro carro que está 1561 está bien parqueado, este que lo estoy enseñando de este.
1561, this car is well parked, correct?
Yes, because again, there's only one driveway. He's parked in the driveway.
Sí,
Okay.
está bien porque este carro solamente existe
Es-
un driveway y
Ya,
eso está bien.
1561 está bien como está. 1563 es que tengo problema, tengo que no parquee cerca de la puerta, sino que parquee al lado de la acera.
So
Yes.
1563 needs to park
Yes.
on the swale area.
Mhm, yes.
Ya,
Exactamente.
ya,
Mhm.
está bien.
Okay. All right, ma'am, that's it.
Es todo, señora.
Gracias.
The next case is item number 24, Christine Pierre, Officer Ernst Baptiste, case number CEDSP 2015-00018, item number 24.
Good evening.
Good evening, Your Honor.
What is your full name for the record?
Christine Pierre, property owner, 440 Northeast 142nd Street,
All right,
North Miami, Florida, 33161.
okay.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was heard before for a burned property, and
I'm familiar with the case.
Yes.
I do recall.
yes.
Just bring up the photographs, and you missed your court date last
Yes, Your
last
Honor.
month. What happened?
What happened was when on May 27, I checked my PO box because my mail is being forwarded due to the property being burned. So what happened is on the 27th, they misplaced the mail. So they couldn't find it. They asked me to come back next week. When I went next week, they couldn't find it. So on the 4th, the supervisor had to look for it, and they found it, and they gave it to me. Unfortunately, it was on June 4th when I received it, and I signed it on June 4th. I couldn't get the certified return receipt. I went to the city to get it. They told me they couldn't provide me with it, but I signed it on the 4th, but the court was on 1st, so I missed the court date, and I apologize for that.
All right.
And
What's going on with the property?
the last time I believe we were here, all the permits was approved, and this is a correspondent that was sent to the bank from the contractor with the the change order invoice. This is a stamp from the bank showing that it was received by them. Friday at noon, this week Friday, I have an inspection that the bank is sending an inspector doing an inspection before they release any funds. And I guess hopefully they should release the funds so that we can start the construction.
Okay.
It's on
Just
your
need
court
more
now.
time, please.
Okay. Forward the information that she has. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you 30 days because I want to see this. I want to see progress. I want to see this work get started. And so let's come back in 30 days and see what progress has been made.
Okay. Thank you, Yarna. One more thing. What do I do about the guilty verdict that was in the order to comply? Just ignore it?
Say that again?
I had this order that I received to comply as a result of me not showing up on the 1st. So should I just ignore it?
Well, you came here today. I'm granting you an
Okay.
additional 30 days.
Thank you so much.
All right? So we want to see progress.
Yes.
And at least stay in touch with the code enforcement officer so that he's aware of what's being done.
Okay.
He was not able to make contact with you, and even though you've been coming to your hearing every time, the fact that you were not here and nobody has heard from you. So
I did try to contact him when I got this letter, but I couldn't reach him. I left a few messages, but I didn't reach him.
all right.
Thank you so much.
Have a good
great-
evening.
You too.
The next case is item number 34. Etta Peter, Officer Shannon Sanders, case number CEMHO 2016-00016, item number 34.
Is anyone here for item number 34? Ma'am, state your full name for the record.
Danielle Pio Luis,
And what is your relationship to the property?
adverse possessor claimant of the property. Adverse possessor claimant,
What is your name?
Danielle
Pierre?
Yeah, Pierre Luis. Daniel Pierre Luis.
So you have,
I'm the adverse possessor claimant to the
Uh-huh.
property.
counsel? What,
Your
what
Honor,
does
we
all that
addressed
mean?
this issue at the last hearing and determined that Ms. Pierre Lewis does not have any legal standing in regards to the property at this point. I believe she has filed an application for adverse possession and is in the process, but at this point, the legal status of the property is in the name of Ms. Eda Peter.
This is the person who passed away, and then Ms. Pierre Lewis filed some paperwork to take adverse possession of the property?
Yes.
I see.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. As you've already stated, this is a case for a minimum housing opening for property address 1510 Northeast 139th Street. It was originally cited, back in March, but, long story short, I don't think we really need to go through the full procedures because this is more so a report of previous compliance. Adjudication was already given. As of the date, compliance has not been met. I do have pictures of the door still remaining open and not fixated to the property. I could show the tenant and our applicant if need be, and then I'll pass the pictures up to you. But again, as of today, the door still remain just leaning against the structure.
Okay.
If you want, you
Tell
can
me again what I'm looking for. What am I looking for here?
And I don't know, that picture shows the door more so leaning, it's more so just leaning on the structure. It's really hard to tell, but it's just leaning on the wall.
Is this the front door?
It's
Side
under the
door,
it's the
or
f- it's the side door. It's because the property has two doors underneath the porch structure, and it's the front/side door.
You think you want to know what I think happened? I think somebody removed the door to be able to access the property. That's what I believe happened.
Can I talk? No, can I? It's been like that since they had to open when she passed. What I heard, they had to break in to open. That's the story behind that door. But there's another door inside that's locked. That have no communication. Like if you open that door, you want to be able to get, because there's another door inside that room.
Were you living there when the owner was there?
I'm the adverse person. I don't really.
Ma'am, I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
Adverse possessor?
Yeah.
Like, I suppose it's like a declaration. I'm living there, a formal declaration that I'm living there until someone in areas, someone will come up to take possession, but at the house.
So somebody died and you just moved in?
No,
and then you're
I don't
claiming
just
yourself to be
I don't
an
just move
adverse
in.
possessor?
It's a law that's created to protect. Like if I maintain the house, like it depends on like 7 years, and then I could
So
claim
you
it.
intend to sit on the property for 7 years, hopefully that you can
But if
take
someone-
possession of this person's property.
If someone come, I would love to.
Why
give,
isn't the city doing anything about this?
Because it's a law that adverse possession, Clement.
Ma'am, I know the law of adverse possession. And adverse possession does not mean that somebody passed away and you move into their house and take over.
Well, I did not intentionally do that. Intentionally, I did not intentionally. I did not know that she passed away. It was after a year. It was abandoned. It was
if-
in there after a year.
If I can, you're asking what is the city doing about it? You know, we've been out there several times. We can even call, we have Officer Natalie who's been to the property several times. That's how I actually got involved. The neighbors called and started stating that there was a squatter at the property. I went out, different police, Natalie, she's willing to come up to the stand to testify. You know, because of this, if not for better words, adverse possession law, they've been out there several times, but for some reason or another, I mean, they was out there last week, or if not earlier this week, and they couldn't get her out. I mean, I'm doing everything that I can on the side of code enforcement, as in any violations.
And
but
there's no next of kin as far as we know?
no, I mean, and Natalie, if you want, you can, you know, chime in, because she was one of the officers that has been on, you know, coming out to the property on several different occasions. There's no next of kin that we're aware of. You know, I don't know, you know, you want to chime in, Natalie?
Sure, go ahead. No, you can speak.
But, you know, we have had police out.
When I went out there, but now has his home.
I don't know if you speak. Is it on?
Hello?
Okay.
She's moved her boyfriend in the home as well, so now she has another person living there. The reason why I was there was because we received calls from neighbors stating that all hours of the night there are random people, because this is a residential neighborhood, random people coming in and out of the house all hours of the night, and it was causing a disturbance to the neighborhood. I made contact with her, and that was after we had come to this code hearing. She produced the same documents which you told her were not valid, could not be used, and that she had to vacate. I explained to her that she had to vacate, that under the adverse possession that she was trying to go under, she may attempt to live there, she may make renovations, however, it doesn't give her authority to move in the home and be there. I explained that to her. She still decided to stay there. Her boyfriend is now living there. He has now changed his address to that home, and he has a vehicle that is parked in front of the house, registered to the home. I spoke to her. She said she was aware that the person had died, and this is documented because I put it in the report. She was aware that the person had died. She saw people going in the house and stealing, so she decided to go in and just live there.
I did not actually told you. I did told you. I'm aware that the person is died, of course, because the title said estate of Eda Peter. So when it's estate Eda Peter is of course, but I did not intentionally. I didn't live in that property. I live on 120 something street. Until I moved there, it was a random story. I happened to see the house. It was in distress. We were very abandoned. The paint was falling off the wall, and there was a tree growing inside the house. It's like
And you being the
disgusting.
good Samaritan, you just decided to take
Yeah, because
over
I was
this
I was just got
person's
evicted because I just got evicted. I had a dog in with me, and then they didn't allow dogs in the apartment, and I was just walking my dog, and I didn't know where to go. The dog is violent, and I don't want to put the dog in the shelter. So that was the right opportunity. I know about the adverse position law. That was the right opportunity for me to go in. But if your owner and heirs come, I will gladly give the property back and move out and just get my payment back. And that's what I'm intending to do. But I would like to ask for like 90 days, at least to try to locate an area, so put in the newspaper, put some ads out there, and then to see what I can do. No, I don't.
We explained
Yes,
to
do
her,
you
Your
wanna-
Honor, that she did not have permission to be on the property. She was aware, I brought the law with me. We documented everything. We've even now documented her with the county, because they now have a running list of people that try to do adverse possession, that try to do that, and they do it over and over and over again. And her name was added to that list of problem people that just go around and do this illegally.
Really?
And I advised her that it was illegal at that time, her and her boyfriend. So everything she says now, it's not truthful, because I was there and I explained everything to her as well. And again, she said she saw people entering through that side door that's not affixed, and she decided to move in there to protect the home, is what she said to us. So she's
If you
very
really,
aware.
what I've heard, what I told you, you heard me mistaken what I told you. What I told you is that people told me there's people was going in and out way prior a year before I moved there. They told me what they were doing. The neighbors, I have friends in the neighborhood that told me, like, people I get in contact with, and I made friends with throughout the time I've been living there, and they told me what were they doing with the house. But I
Why
never
can't we
told
just
you.
bolt if the homeowner hasn't been present, and is this a hazard? Is it a safety hazard? Is it a health hazard? Anything that would allow the city to go in and bolt the doors?
You know, in the past, you know, what the city does have, they usually send the Public Works Department out to board up the property, but I have known in the past, and, you know, when we do have, if not better word, squatters, vagrants, something of that nature in the house, they won't board it up because, you know, people are living there and stuff. It becomes, and it is, as you see right now, a legal battle between, you know, us, between the police department, between the tenant that lives there, but you know, we can't just go and board up the house. With that being said, I mean, regardless of who's the property owner, I mean, who's living there, Ms. Etta Peters is showing as the property owner.
Correct.
You know, I'm still wishing for the case to be adjudicated and the fines to be assessed.
It has been adjudicated. It was adjudicated last month.
So we could go ahead and if you don't mind, and our city attorney could chime in, you know, right now, you know, the fine could be assessed and stuff. There's a violation that exists regardless if she's living there or not.
Yeah, the city attorney is in support of the fine being ratified in regards to the case at hand. However, I would caution Ms. Danielle Pierre-Lewis that the city does have a code prohibition against squatting. There may be further action taken against you if you choose to remain at that property, up into including criminal prosecution, as well as an action by the city against you to remove you from the
as long
property.
as it's recorded, as long as it's recorded,
Ma'am, I'm just letting you know.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. The daily fine amount of $200 is hereby ratified. There is something inherently wrong with this issue.
Definitely.
Next case.
The next case is item number 43, Evelyn Jean Baptiste, Officer Reading Christie, case number CEIVY 2016-00053, item number 43.
It pisses me off. Somebody dies and you move in.
She already caught one with Ernst. We're done. Right. She's just telling her what she said on the phone.
Exactly, exactly. Good evening, ma'am. Please state your full name for the record.
Yeah.
Your name?
Evelyn Jean-Baptiste.
Okay, what number is that? Madame Jean-Baptiste, do you need a translator or are you okay?
Creole.
Creole translator?
Yes.
Okay.
Riedel and Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This case was previously heard in regards to the inoperable vehicle at the front of the property. I have not seen or met with the property owner before. She was not present at the past hearing. And as of today, the car still remains in the same position it has been since we opened the case back in February.
Oh, oui.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am,
Madam?
Yes.
Yes?
is this your car?
C'est machine?
Oui, machine.
Okay.
It's my little sister's car.
All right, and it's not working? It's broken down?
Machine pas en panne?
te gen si problem men, wa gen telman go problem na pou ti kan men.
Okay, it had a slight problems, no major problems, but we're gonna get rid of it anyway.
Okay, because this has been going since February, is that correct?
Yes.
Depuis février.
All right, so when are you gonna get rid of it?
Kilo pa rin yung machine na.
Apou ti se ven gap premye.
I'll move it the week, the following week, next week.
All right, I'm gonna give you 30 days.
About 100.
When you come back here on August 3rd, if it's not removed,
L'autre, on essaie le 3 août. Si
that
machine
$200 fine is gonna start, you know,
si machine na-
accumulating, so
charge au $200 chaque jour.
you said you can get it removed by next week. Do that, and once you do, call the code enforcement officer so she can go back there and do an inspection.
L'autre, c'est machine na, relais code enforcement.
And if you are in compliance, she'll close the case. If not, I expect to see you back here on August 3rd.
Et si tout va passer bien, ou pas bien pour retourner, mais si ou pas résoudre le problème là, on va retourner le 3 août.
Yeah, with you.
I'll get rid of it.
All right, thank you.
Merci.
Thank you.
The next case is item number 1. Agustina Guyon, Officer Wayne Clark, case number CEPFY 2016-00425, item number 1.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What is your full name?
786-260-7832.
All right, do you need a translator?
Yes, please.
Spanish or?
Spanish.
Okay.
Wayne Clark City, North Miami Code Compliance. Good evening.
Good evening.
This is a case in reference to parking on the front lawn. The property was posted with proper service on June 23rd, 2016. This is the owner here. To date, I went out and checked. The van is still there, and I have not had a call from her. I want to show her the pictures first and submit them for the record.
Es por el van que está parqueado en el pasto ahí.
Oh, pero mi carta no dice.
¿Cómo es?
La carta que yo tengo no dice que es por el van. Dice que es porque estoy parqueando en la grama. Pero
Well,
no especificó que era dentro de la casa. So yo
it ain't a driveway. So he's trying to use it, I guess, as a driveway, but it's, well, was grass.
The
Can I
letter
see the
does-
photographs?
The letter does not specify that about how the van should be parked.
It specifically says no parking on the front lawn. I have a copy of the letter here.
De no parquear
It says do not, matter of fact, I'll just take it out of here. I'd like to also submit the original letter for the record, first showing the defendant.
Voy a mostrarle la carta original, dice.
Actually, this is the letter that she received
Esa es la carta que usted ha recibido.
on June.
La ha recibido en junio 22 del 2016. Si quieres se la leo.
Yes, but it's in front.
Dice,
Pero no
mira,
dice
señor.
inside de la casa, dice al frente, adelante, no atrás, no dentro de la casa.
But it doesn't say inside of the house. It says in front of the house.
In front. No dice
What does it say right there? Read that for me.
Aquí dice no
Read
parquee
that out.
sobre el pasto del frente. Dice no parquee sobre el pasto del frente. Es lo que dice.
Could you read it in English too, please?
sí, pero no especificó
You-
que
yeah.
era dentro
Do
de la
not
casa.
park on the front lawn. That's what it says. No parquee en el pasto del frente. Es lo que dice.
Show her the photographs again so she can see. By the way, is this a driveway or walkway? Because I see a paved area
What do you mean?
towards the front door.
Let me see.
Does she have a driveway?
Después le vamos a otra vez la foto para que
Okay.
usted lo
That's what I was
entienda
saying.
claro.
She's parking on the grass. They have a driveway gate, entrance gate,
That's what I noticed.
but there's
There's no-
all grass there. Well, it was grass there.
Okay.
They don't have a driveway. She parks the other car. Let me see the other picture.